I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Texas.
This message presented by the Texas University Interscholastic League and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
There are no words to describe it. The isolation, the boredom, the loneliness. If you're wondering where your teenage son or daughter's spirit went, you're hardly alone. The past year has been devastating, especially for them. But here's the good news. They might just find it again, playing high school sports. Workouts that stimulate, teammates and coaches that care. The sense of belonging so many of us have been missing lately. That's what school sports are all about. The sense of achievement is real, and the camaraderie is hard to beat. Coping with uncertainty is difficult, but school sports can help the teenagers in your family start feeling like themselves again. Encourage them to give it a try. High school sports, it's so much more than a game.
This message presented by the Texas University Interscholastic League and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
And welcome out high school baseball fans. I am Rudy Trevino with Blast Vision, and we will be having a doubleheader right here on Blast Vision 2 as the Veterans Memorial Eagles are on the field at the moment, taking their in and out as we are getting ready to set in for game one of our best of three series of the Veterans Memorial Eagles and the Dripping Springs Tigers. As this is game one, they decided on a Thursday and Saturday series for their series, and here in the regional semifinals. And let's talk a little bit about how both of these teams ended up here at the regional semifinals. And I'm gonna switch it over here to my window capture. You'll be able to see my screen. And there we go.
There are no words to describe.
And there we go. You can see my screen there. So we'll start with the the visiting team, and that is going to be the Veterans Memorial Eagles. As the Veterans Memorial Eagles come into this ball game with an overall record of 28-7-1. As the Veterans Memorial Eagles in the playoffs, let's talk about how they both got here. And the Veterans Memorial Eagles started off the postseason with a one-game playoff against Roma Gladiators, and the Eagles got up quick in that ball game and did not relinquish that lead at all, as they won that ball game 14-1 over Roma. Then in the second round of the playoffs, in the area round, the Veterans Memorial Eagles swept Brownsville Vets and a 4-0 win and a 13-3 win in 6 innings of work. So the Veterans Memorial Eagles sweeping in the area round. And then last weekend, which was an absolute awesome ball game, I had the pleasure of calling the whole series, and the Veterans Memorial Eagles winning in 3 games as they won 4-0, and Jose Acuna was lights out in game 1 against the Ray Texans, and Jack Martinez pitched a phenomenal ball game as well. The Eagles scoring 3 runs in the top of the 5th inning as they were no hit in that ball game, and then scoring 3 runs, attacking on another insurance run run and winning 4-0 in Game 1. Game 2, it was all Ray Texans and Kevin Goss, as Kevin Goss was dealing on the mound for the Ray Texans in Game 2, and the Texans getting a 3-1 win over the Veterans Memorial Eagles. And the Eagles in Game 3, what an absolute ball game. One of the best ball games of the postseason. I would say, actually, it is the best ball game I called all postseason long. And the Veterans Memorial Eagles down to their last 2 outs of their season. As they were down to their last 2 outs of their season. And just excuse me here. They were down to their last 2 games of their season, and then the Eagles get bases loaded with 2 outs and some clutch hitting. Carter Centerfit with a base hit. The 9-hole, don't remember who it was, top of my head. And then back to the top of the lineup for the Veterans Memorial Eagles in the bottom of the the top of the 7th inning. The bottom of the lineup flipped the lineup back to the top of the lineup, and the Veterans Memorial Eagles with their 2 guys they want to the plate, and Xavier on his 2nd or 3rd pitch he sees it hits him on the arm. So bases loaded with 1 down. Dalen Pena on the at the plate, and if you are familiar with the Veterans Memorial Eagles, and I guarantee you, that kid was hungry and he wanted to be in that situation. You know, we always talk about Dalen Pena being a competitor, and he is. He's just an absolute competitor on the field. In between the lines, that kid is just going to go out there and he's going to give it his all. And Dalen Pena with a very exciting end of the ball game with a grand slam, as the Eagles were leading 5-2, add another insurance run in the top of the 6th inning. So 6-2 was the final in that ball game. And again, I don't remember any ball game finishing as crazy as that one. And it just felt like the Ray Texans was in full command. But talking with Coach Yeager after the ball game, after the conclusion of a game, he talks about, you know, these guys don't give up. And we've seen it all year long. The Veterans Memorial Eagles coming back and winning ball games after being down in the game so late in the ball game. They don't panic, and the Veterans Memorial Eagles didn't panic in that situation. Dalen Pena thrived in that situation, and now you see the Veterans Memorial Eagles right here at Northeast Sports Park in San Antonio, Texas, taking on Dripping Springs in the regional semifinals. Last time the Veterans Memorial Eagles reached to this mark was their state run in 2018. 2019 getting bounced out in the 2nd round. Obviously last year, unfortunately, couldn't play any more baseball because of COVID. But, you know, new year, the Veterans Memorial Eagles are hungry. And I saw an article on 361 High School Blast as well. And as you see Kobe Andrade and just all those the older guys who played with these guys and still supporting from afar, and the support and Kobe making his way to their field and practice, as they practice one more Monday, and that's kind of their MO for this postseason. Coach Yeager likes to talk about it. You know what? Let's just get to practice on Monday. That is their goal. Practice on Monday. Practice on Monday. And so far, so good for the Eagles as they look to make it back to the regional finals since 2018. And they're going to have to do it against a tough Dripping Springs squad. So let's talk about the Dripping Springs Tigers. They come out of District 26 5A. They were number 2 in the district, with New Braunfels Canyon winning that district, and New Braunfels Canyon getting bounced out of the playoff against Leander Rouse Raiders, who took Game 1 yesterday 5-2 over the Gregory Portland Wildcats. So New Braunfels Canyon getting bounced out in the 1st round. And Dripping Springs come into this ball game with an overall record of 27-10-1. they started the playoffs against Georgetown, and Georgetown was the number 3 seed in their district. 3-1, they lost in game 1, but then came back in double dipped. Georgetown Eagles winning 6-1, then 4-0. Then they played San Antonio Jefferson in a 1-game playoff, and that was a final of 5-0 win for the Dripping Springs Tigers. And also in the regional quarterfinals, they had to play San Antonio Alamo Heights, and sweeping Alamo Heights 4-1 and then 1-0. And that is exactly how the Dripping Springs Tigers have made it to where they are right now. And the Dripping Springs Tigers, actually, I have not seen this, but they have played against the Sinton Pirates, who the Sinton Pirates beat 2-0. They also played Smithson Valley, who is now in the regional semifinals. They beat Reagan, so a couple big losses and a couple powerhouse teams who they did lose to. Austin Bowie are also one of that team. But, you know, these guys are riding high. Only losing a couple games in district, losing 3 games in district. New Braunfels Canyon was only lost 1 game in district. The umpires are making their way to the field. 4:16 is the time at the moment. 4:30 is our start time, and it looks like we're going to have a split crew. I know for the Gregory Portland Wildcats and also the Leander Rouse Raiders, they decided to, you know, go with umpires who were basically random and selected by the UIL. But looks like the Eagles and the Dripping Springs Tigers decided and they agreed on a 2-2 split crew. So looks like the Eagles umpires will be at home plate. You'll have a home plate umpire, and then Art Green is the second base umpire. And then you'll have the Dripping Springs Tigers, their district umpires will be at the corners for today's ball game. So the Dripping Springs Tigers, and you know, also we'll give you a little bit of
their use at the field is strictly prohibited. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask you to protect our stadium turf from debris damage. Northeast Sports Park policy now prohibits the following items in our stands and in the team dugouts.
There we go here.
Peanuts, Skittles, and gum. Ladies and gentlemen, fans are not allowed on top of the dugouts at any time.
So we are going to go back into the field here. There we go. So, like I said, the umpires at the field now, and the both head coaches, Coach Payne for the Tigers and Coach Yeager meeting at home plate. So let's get you some starting lineups 15 minutes away from first pitch. And let's start with the visiting team, and that is going to be the Veterans Memorial Eagles. Leading things off, it's going to be the pitcher, number 7, Xavier Perez, batting second. Number 13, left fielder, Dalen Peña, batting third. Number 26, the first baseman, Jose Acuna, batting fourth. The shortstop, number 2, Jake Robbie, batting fifth. The third baseman, number 5, Tanner Johnson, batting sixth. Wearing number 1, playing second base, Jake Martinez, batting seventh. Number 11, the right fielder, Nick Reyes, batting eighth. Number 3, playing center field, Carter Centerfit, and batting ninth is going to be Alejandro Guerrero. Alejandro Guerrero, he is going to be DH'd for in this ball game, so Ben Royo will be the 9-hole. So Ben Royo, the 9-hole. Alejandro Guerrero is the catcher in this ball game. And then let's get you the starting lineup of the Dripping Springs Tigers. Leading things off for the Tigers, it's going to be number 15, center fielder Cameron O'Bannon, batting second. Left fielder number 3, Luke D'Alessandro, batting third. The right fielder number 25, Brandon Arvinson, batting fourth. The catcher number 7, Reese Dunn, batting fifth. The first baseman number 12, Mitchell Bockelman, batting sixth. The DH number 8, Max Miles. He hits for the shortstop, number 18, Aiden Perry. Batting seventh, the pitcher, number 22, Nico Rudis. Batting 8th, the second baseman, number 1, Dylan Wolf. And batting 9th, the third baseman, number 2, Tyler Pools. And that is the starting lineup of the Dripping Springs Tigers. 10 minutes away from game time, and they're going to get ready to do starting lineups here at the field as we're at Northeast Sports Park. And at the moment you can see the field, and that is the field where we are right now, as it is an all-turf field. Let's get you the dimensions from let's get you the dimensions of the field. 320 down the lines, 320 down the left field line, 320 down the right field line, 350 in the power alleys on both sides, and deep center is going to be 380. Wind always blows right to left and a little bit in, but today not too much blowing in at the moment. It is blowing pretty much straight out to left field, so if you get a ball in the air on the left side of this ballpark, it's going to have some momentum in getting out of the field. And not too deep of a ballpark, 320 down the left field, right field line. So especially with the power of the Eagles, you might see a couple dingers in this series. They're doing the starting lineup of the Veterans Memorial Eagles. They are wearing their gray on gray jerseys, gray pants, and then obviously they're always navy blue hats. And again, do want to apologize. We're unable to live stream this ball game. The UIL is partnered up with their broadcast and NFHS, and if they decide to do any ball game in the playoffs, they have exclusive rights to that series, so no one else is able to live stream that ball game. And if you are interested in watching that ball game, it is on Texan Live. I repeat that, Texan Live is the live stream. You do have to subscribe for a paid subscription to watch this series or ball game. So we're going to try to do our best here, and we're kind of kicking it old school, still sticking with the YouTube channel and not going back to our MixLR channel. But like I said, we're going to try to do our best, and definitely a little bit more describing the game, kind of kick it a little bit old school here and describe a lot more for you folks. Trying to paint y'all a picture. And the Dripping Springs Tigers are making their way onto the field as they're making the starting lineup. Dripping Springs Tigers wearing their maroon jerseys and white pants. They got the white hat on with a maroon bill.
And also starting on defense, shortstop number 18, Aiden Perry.
So that is the starting lineup for the Dripping Springs Tigers, and we're going to pause for the national anthem. You listen to Blast Vision Live here at Northeast Sports Park.
We do ask you to please rise as we pay respect to our men and women in uniform throughout the world, to our veterans and our first responders with the playing of our national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, buckle your seatbelts.
3, 2, 1, 0.
It's game time.
Lift off.
So sit back and enjoy the ride right here on Blast Vision.
And here we go, folks, as the Dripping Springs Tigers are the home team, so they do take the field. And let's get you the defensive alignment for the Dripping Springs Tigers. Defensive alignment from left to right in the outfield: D'Alessandro, Bannon, Arvinson in right field. Left to right in the infield: Pools, Perry, Wolf, Bockelman, and Dunn behind the dish. And on the mound is going to be Nico Rudis. Rudis on the mound here for the Dripping Springs Tigers. And let's see if we can get a little bit of numbers on the Tigers and Rudis for the season. And it's actually Ruidis. I'm sorry, Ruidis. He has a 4.0 record, 1.33 ERA for the season, as he has pitched 58 innings, as he is tied with most innings pitched with Bannon. He's given up 35 hits in the season, 11 runs, 11 earned runs, 21 walks, and 70 strikeouts for this season.
Starting pitcher number 22, Nico Rudis. And leading off the game for the Eagles, starting pitcher number 7, Javier Perez.
So here we go, folks, as the Eagles making his way, and Xavier's going to line one right to the third baseman, Pools, and Pools is going to pull it in for out number 1. So 1 pitch, 1 out.
That first pitch is out to third base. So with 1 out, nobody on.
It's going to bring up Dalen Pena.
Number 13, Dalen Pena.
So Dalen Pena comes to the plate. Got a little visual there for you folks, as the first pitch is going to miss for ball 1. 1-0 the count. Here's the offering, and that is called a strike. So a ball and a strike. 1-1 the count to Dalen Pena. Here's the 1-1 offering. Dalen's going to look at ball 2. 2-1 the count. So 2-1 to Dalen Pena. Dalen Pena, the hero against the Ray Texans in game 3. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Hanging curveball, but Pena's going to roll one over foul. 2-2 is now the count. So both me and Jake Vasquez on Blast Vision getting going pretty much at the same time. His ball game starting at 4:30 as well. Dalen has a 2-ball, 2-strike count on him, and he's going to call time. It's granted by the home plate umpire. Here's the 2-2 pitch, and Dalen's going to hit one into left field. Dalen is watching it, and it is gone! No doubt about it, Dalen Pena with a solo shot to start this ball game. He's right where he left off last week with a jack. Dalen Pena not messing around. 1 run so far here for the Eagles in the top of the first inning. Absolutely no doubt about her from Dalen Pena. And Jose Acuna is at the plate now. He looks at ball 1. 1-0. Here's the 1-0 pitch, and Acuna is going to foul it off. 1-1 now the count. So a ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch, and Acuna's going to hit one left side. It's going to be slicing, and it's going to go into foul territory. Left fielder D'Alessandro's going to make the grab for out number 2. So 2 outs here in the top of the first. So with 2 outs, it's going to bring up shortstop number 2, Jake Robbie. Jake Robbie comes to the plate. Here's the first pitch to Jake. As he's going to check his swing, doesn't matter. Pitch is going to be called a strike on the outside corner. 0-1. No balls and a strike. Here is the 0-1 of Robbie. It's spiked in the turf. 1-1 the count. Jake Robbie, switch hitter for the Veterans Memorial Eagles. Bats with the left side with the right-handed pitcher of Nick Ruedis. 1-1 the count. Here is the 1-1 pitch. Way outside. Ball 2. 2-1 the count. 2-1 pitch. Called a strike in the inner half. 2-2 now the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. But the Veterans Memorial Eagles get 1 run here in the top of the first, scoring 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. We go to the bottom of the first. Our score, Eagles 1, Tigers coming to bat. You're listening to Blast Vision Live here at Northeast Sports Park in San Antonio, Texas for the regional semifinals.
With the sun staying out later and the weather getting warmer, get out and grill. Staple Street Meat Market has the best selection of quality meats for your next barbecue. Known for their Angus beef fajitas, smoked sausages, and new authentic family recipe Ponle brand spices. Like us on Facebook and never miss our weekly specials. We're located at 7626 South Staple Street, number 111 in Kings Crossing. But coming soon, our new location at 7418 South Staple Street is set to open in early 2022. Staple Street Meat Market, proud supporters of South Texas athletics.
Rick Sines with Z-Bart of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas athletics. Stop by their location at 4535 Everhart for auto alarms, window tint, diamond gloss, auto detailing, rhino linings, and more. Call 361-985-9274 for more information or to make an appointment. Z-Bart, it's us or rust.
And welcome back to the Staple Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Just going to try to fix this for you folks really quick.
Ladies and gentlemen, in on the mound for the Eagles this afternoon.
There we go.
Javier Perez.
And here we go. Leading things off is going to be O'Bannon, D'Alessandro, and Arvinson. And here's the first pitch to O'Bannon, and it's right down the middle for strike 1.
That's the first pitch strike.
0-1 is the count. Xavier Pettis is on the mound here for the Veterans Memorial Eagles. He gets the game 1 start in this ball game. And let's get you the defensive alignment for the Eagles. Left to right in the outfield, Peña, center fit, and Reyes left to right in the infield after this 0-1 pitch. The grounded left side, and that's going to get past the glove of Tanner Johnson. And O'Bannon's going to round first. He's going to head to second base, so a leadoff double for the Dripping Springs Tigers. So O'Bannon gets to second base, and D'Alessandro will come to the plate for the Tigers. Let's finish that defensive alignment for the Dripping Springs the Eagles from left to right in the infield. It's Johnson, Jake Robbie, Martinez, and Acuna. Guerrero is behind the dish, and Xavier Pettis is on the mound for the Veterans Memorial Eagles. So a leadoff double to start the ball game for the Tigers. And they're looking to answer back from 1 run of the Veterans Memorial Eagles. Xavier on the mound. And pick off attempt to second. And they are going to pick him off at second base. He was dancing too much at second and a little late to go back to the bag. And picked off at second base is O'Bannon, and that erases the leadoff double. Great pickoff from Xavier Pettis and the Eagles. First pitch to the batter, D'Alessandro, is a breaking ball that's high for ball one, 1-0. That pitch is going to be fouled off. Make that a little bit bigger for you folks on our screen. 1-1 the count. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike two. 1-2 is the count. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Xavier, and that's going to be a jam shot right to the third baseman. Johnson picks it up, throw over to first. It's high, and Acuna is going to get off the bag, barely off the bag, as that ball was a little bit high. And Tanner Johnson, he actually took his time throwing to first base as he set his feet with a speedy D'Alessandro heading down the line, and they're going to call that a hit here at the ballpark. So a infield single. That's back-to-back hits for the Tigers. And that's going to bring up Brandon Arvinson. Pickoff attempt to first. It's not in time. Here's the pitch. First pitch is going to catch the outside corner to Arvinson. No balls and a strike to Arvinson. Here's the 0-1, and that is backhanded by Guerrero. Good stop. 1-1 the count. So a ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1. Breaking ball is going to miss away. 2-1 the count. So just trying to fix that for you folks right on your screen. Make it a little bit bigger. Hopefully you can see it. It is pretty small. So D'Alessandro at first base has some wheels. 2-1 pitch fouled off. 2-2 the count. Right to a cameraman. Guess he's seen a lot of foul balls in his way. Didn't even flinch. 2-2 the count to the batter, Arvinson. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. 2-2 pitch. That is low, and the runner for first is going to head to second base. The throw is a bit offline. Actually, he's going to be called out at second base. We're going to have time on the field. They called him out at second, and third base Coach Payne not happy with the call. And he's going to make his argument that D'Alessandro slid in under the tag. Pitch was called a ball at the plate. 3-2. That throw was a little bit behind Jake Robbie, but Jake Robbie got to D'Alessandro very quickly. He is called out at second base, so out number 2, and that's 2 outs already on the base path for the Dripping Springs Tigers. Basically running themselves out of this inning. Here's the 3-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3, and that is going to end the bottom of the first inning. We go to the top of the second 1-0 Veterans Memorial Eagles lead. You're listening to Blast Vision Live here at Northeast Sports Park in San Antonio, Texas for Game 1 of the regional semifinals.
Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas athletics. Come by and see us at 4313 South Staples in Ottotown. We'd like to wish all of the local teams the best of luck this season from your friends at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram. .361hsblast.com, your newest source for Coastal Bend 5A baseball and football news. Matt Rogers, Jake Vasquez, George Vondercheck, Stu Duncan, and Pete Garcia, positively spotlighting student athletes, coaches, programs, and schools through insightful features, video, game stories, stats, fan polls, schedules, rosters, and so much more. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. 361hsblast.com. Come check us out.
And welcome back to the Stable Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Top of the second inning and due up for the Eagles. It's 5, 6, and 7. And let's go to the chat board really quick. Check out the chat board here. And Crazy Highlights hitting us up on the chat saying, where can I watch the actual game? Alexander Royo also pointing at Crazy Highlights. So the link with the UIL partner is going to be Texan Live. Texan Live is where you'll be able to watch the ball game. You do have to pay for a subscription, and I believe it is $10 a month. I'm pretty sure you can cancel at any time, but $10 to watch this series and the rest of the playoffs. Essentially, you're paying for the whole month with Texan Live. Rudy Hernandez hitting us up on the chat asking just signing in and how is it going, and it's been a pretty interesting start of the ball game as that pitch is going to miss for ball 2, 2-0. Rudy Hernandez, Dalen Pena, second batter of the ball game for the Eagles, and hit himself a solo jack into left field over the left field wall, and it was a no doubt about her as that pitch is going to miss for ball 3, 3-0 the count. So 3-0 to the count to the batter, Tanner Johnson, and he's going to look at ball 4 way outside. So a leadoff walk to start the top of the second inning for the Eagles. That's going to bring up second baseman number 1, Jake Martinez. So Jake Martinez is going to come to the plate. Jake Martinez, second baseman for the Eagles. First pitch, that's going to miss for ball 5. 5 in a row, and forgot to switch my pregame to actual ball game of ours. And I am Rudy Trevino here with Blast Vision. 1-0 the count to Jake Martinez. As Jake Martinez comes to this ball game. Let's see if I can get a little bit of numbers. As the first 1-0 pitch is going to catch the zone for strike 1. So Ruade is getting his first strike of the inning. Here's the pitch. Fastball is going to catch the outside corner. Strike 2. 1-2 the count. Here's the pitch. 1-2 pitch. That's going to be foul tipped into the glove of the catcher, Dunn. So a strikeout for Jake Martinez, bringing up the 7th hole right fielder, Nick Reyes.
1 on and 1 out. Right fielder, number 11, Nick Reyes.
So Nick Reyes comes to the plate, and Pickoff attempt to first is not in time. We do have a visual up for you folks, and again, we do want to apologize. Just unable to live stream. Have to get the approval from the UIL, and with their partner has exclusive rights to any ball game in the state of Texas. So if they decide to call that ball game, we have no choice into saying we can't do nothing about it. So, but we could do audio and kind of kicking it back to old school for you folks. Here's the 1-0 to Reyes. That is up and away. Ball 2-0. So kicking it a little bit old school. Still sticking with the YouTube channel. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out. Here's a 2-0 pitch. That's outside again. Ball 3-0. And all those pitches missing pretty much in the same spot. And home plate umpire being very consistent, calling those a ball. 3-0 the count. Here's the 3-0 pitch. That is going to find the zone for strike 1. 3-1. Ruedis on the mound for Dripping Springs Tigers. Do have a little bit of information on the Tigers as well. Here's the 3-1 pitch. That's inside for strike 2. 3-2 the count. Ruedis, he wears number 22. He is a junior for this team. 3-2 pitch popped up left side. That's going to get out of play. Ruedis, a junior. He'll be attending, as he already signed with Tarleton State for a baseball scholarship. So Tarleton State will be his school of choice in the next couple years. 3 balls and 2 strikes, Nick Reyes. 3-2 pitch, and that's going to be fouled off straight back. Pitch was elevated and very questionable. Maybe it would have been a strike, maybe it would have been a ball, but not taking any chances from Nick Reyes. And with the full count, Johnson at first base. Wouldn't be surprised with a little hit and run. 3-2 pitch, fouled off again. So the count remains 3 balls and 2 strikes. Tanner didn't take off. He did stay put. Three balls, 2 strikes. Here's the 3-2 pitch, and that's going to be popped up into shallow center field. Center fielder O'Bannon is under it, and he's going to make the second out of the top of the second inning.
That fly out to center is the second out of the inning. So now coming to bat with 2 outs and 1 on is the center fielder, number 3, Carter Centerfit.
Carter Centerfit will be the next hitter for the Veterans Memorial Eagles. 1-0 Vets in the top of the second inning, scoring 1 run in the top of the first inning with a Dalen Peña solo shot. Here is going to be the first pitch to Carter Centerfit. That catches the outside corner for strike 1. 0-1 the count. Oh and 1. Tanner Johnson still at first. Started the inning off with a walk, and 0-1 is high. Ball 1, 1-1 the count.
1-1.
Northeast Sports Park in San Antonio, Texas. The last time the Veterans Memorial Eagles played was the last game of last year's season, and Centerfit's going to ground it right to the shortstop. Short bag to Wolf. That's in time for out number 3, so a fielder's choice for Carter Centerfit, but that's going to end the inning in the top of the second inning. 1-0, still our score. We go to the bottom half of the second. You're listening to Blast Vision Live here at Northeast Sports Park in San Antonio, Texas.
Looking to expand your customer base? Hit a home run and advertise right here on Blast Vision. For more information, contact Jake Vasquez at 361-434-0705. That's 361-434-0705. Join us and show your support for South Texas athletics.
When I think of Snowball, I think of the hot Corpus summers of my childhood and trips to the original Snowball located at 3830 Baldwin. And now, Snowball 2 has taken that Corpus Christi staple to the south side. Located at 7114 Saratoga, they're your one-stop shop for your favorite snacks. Frito pies, hot Cheetos and cheese, hot dogs, pickles, candy apples, and ice cream. And of course, those amazing snowballs you remember from back when you were a kid.
And welcome back to the Staples Street Meat Market broadcast booth as we are in the top of the second inning and due up. So I didn't even record the outs. First pitch to Reese Dunn. Looks at strike one. So for the Tigers, it's 4, 5, and 6. Dunn, Bockelman, and Miles. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That's popped up right side, but it's going to be slicing and slices foul and out of play. So quickly down in the hole is Reese Dunn, 0-2 to the catcher of the Tigers. Oh, and 2 the count. Here is the 0-2 offering. That's way outside. Ball 1, 1-2 the count. 4-man crew for the umpires, and it looks like the Tigers and the Eagles decided to go with split crew, 2 from the Coastal Bend area and 2 from District 26 5A area. The umpires for the Corpus Christi School of the Veterans Memorial Eagles are at home plate and at second base, and the corners will be the Dripping Spring Tiger umpires. 1-2 curveballs low for ball 2, 2-2 the count. And we saw yesterday with the Gregory Portland Wildcats series, their umpires were actually umpires who were selected from the UIL. So looks like they couldn't decide on umpires for that series, so they decided to go with random umpires. The 2-2 pitch is a curveball. It's going to catch the outside corner for strike 3, and that is out number 1. It's going to bring up first baseman Mitchell Bockelman.
Number 12.
Mitchell Bockelman will be the next batter for the Tigers. Here's the first pitch to Bockelman. Curveball, just a bit low for ball 1, 1-0 the count. So 1 ball, no strikes. Good curveball from Xavier. The 1-0 is going to catch the outside corner for strike 1, 1-1 the count. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fastball's just a bit off the plate. Ball 2, 2-1 the count. Northeast Sports Park, all turf field here in San Antonio, Texas. 2-1 pitch, curveball. That's going to be grounded down the line. It's going to get all the way into the corner. That is going to be a stand-up double for Bockelman. So like in the bottom of the first inning, they had a double in the same spot as it was right down the third base line. Tanner Johnson not playing too close to the bag and down the line, so it gets past him into the corner, and easy double for the Tigers. It's going to bring up the DH, Max Miles. It's Max Miles, the DH. He hits for the shortstop, Aiden Perry. Runner in scoring position for the second time in this ball game for the Tigers. First pitch. That breaking ball is going to be down the middle for strike 1. 0-1. So no balls and a strike. Oh, 1's the count. Xavier takes a peek at second. 0-1 pitch. That is spiked in the turf, and Guerrero, good block behind the dish. Keeps it in front of him. 1-1 the count. So a ball and a strike. Ball and a strike. Xavier's working from the stretch with the runner in scoring position for the Tigers. Here's the 1-1 pitch, and that's going to be popped up right side, but it's going to get out of play. 1-2 the count. Check the chat board here, and want to say hello to Carmona saying, let's go Eagles. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One and 2 the count. And we're going to have time called as Xavier was already on his way to the plate, but home plate umpire calls time as Max Miles, the DH, called time. The outfield playing really shallow for Miles at the plate. They're anticipating a fire to the plate if a ball does get through the infield. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and that is just a bit low for ball 2. 2-2 the count. Everybody getting going today. 7 teams still remaining in the Coastal Bend, and we are very fortunate that we'll be able to call at least 1 ball game for every single team with here on Blast Vision. 2-2 pitch is low, ball 3. 3-2 the count. Sinton Pirates, Toloso Midway Warriors getting going at 7 o'clock tonight. Also in 4A, the Calalon Wildcats and Navarro get going at 7 o'clock as well. Bishop Badgers going on at 7 in Victoria, Texas. They play Yoakum. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Xavier a couple peeks over to second. 3-2 pitch, and that's a check swing, and the plate is going to get to first base. And actually, they're going to call it a foul ball. So it was a confusion here. So actually, they're going to call a balk on Xavier Bettis. That was a swing and a miss, and they showed the hands of a foul ball. But they called basically saying there no pitch, because Xavier did not set. So the count's still 3 balls and 2 strikes with the runner at third on the balk. So a little unusual, but they call a balk on Xavier. Here's the 3-2 pitch, fouled off. So runner at third base. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Infield drawn in, 3-2 pitch, and that's going to be hit right back up the middle. And runner at third is going to stay put. That ball was hit very not hard at all and might have been able to come in to score, but decided not to go. Robbie over to first to Acuna. That was in time for out number 2, and that was very unusual. You see Coach Payne saying go, 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 but Bockelman stayed put at third base. So could have been a tie ball game, but without him going, now 2 outs. Bockelman is at third, and it's going to be Ruedis at the plate. Looks at a curveball for strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fastball is just a bit low.
1-1.
So a ball and a strike to the opposing pitcher, Nico. Nico bats from the left side. He is a right-handed pitcher, but bats from the left side. Here's a 1-1 pitch, and that is blocked by Guerrero. Great block by him once again. Doing a really good job behind the dish for the Eagles. 2 balls and a strike. And you can see Xavier and Guerrero converge. So they want to discuss how they want to attack Nico Ruedis. So 2 balls and a strike. Pretty good showing for a day game. It is the playoffs, so I wouldn't expect anything less. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That's going to be grounded and right to the glove of Perez, the pitcher. He flips over to Acuna at first in time for out number 3. So the Eagles get out of a jam here in the bottom of the second inning, excuse me. We go to the top of the third, and our score still 1-0. Veterans Memorial Eagles. You are listening to Blast Vision live here in San Antonio, Texas for the regional semifinals.
J Styles and Cuts on Castores for all your hair needs. Call them at 361-854-7246 to make an appointment today. J Styles and Cuts, proud supporters of South Texas baseball. Chris Bernal with LB21 Tournaments and Perfect Game, hosting the best youth baseball tournaments in South Texas. Best youth baseball tournaments in South Texas. LB21, supporting youth baseball in the Coastal Bend area.
With the sun staying out later and the weather getting warmer, get out and grill. Staple Street Meat Market has the best selection of quality meats for your next barbecue. Known for their Angus beef fajitas, smoked sausages, and new authentic family recipe Ponle brand spices. Like us on Facebook and never miss our weekly specials. We're located at 7626 South Staple Street, number 111 in Kings Crossing. But coming soon, our new location at 7418 South Staple Street is set to open in early 2022. Staple Street Meat Market, proud supporters of South Texas athletics.
And welcome back to the Staple Street Meat Market broadcast booth. First pitch to Ben Royo. It's going to be called a strike. Due up for the Eagles in the inning, 9-1-2. Royo's going to swing and miss at the 0-1 pitch. It's Royo, Perez, and Peña. Let's check in with Jake Vasquez, and he's in Jordanton, Texas for London and Marion. That game 1-1. In the bottom of the second inning. They play 2 games today, so Jake and I will have double headers right here on Blast Vision. 0-2 pitch, and Royo is going to chase out a fastball out of the zone for strike 3. That's the first out of the top of the third inning. But we do go to the top of the lineup for the Veterans Memorial Eagles, and that's going to bring up Xavier Perez.
Our batter is number 7, the pitcher, Javier Perez.
So Xavier is going to come to the plate. First pitch, swings and misses at a fastball. Unofficially, well, I could say officially because they do have a pitch count on the scoreboard. 37 pitches so far for Nico Ruedas. 0-1, and Xavier checks his swing, but he goes all the way around. It was a no, yes swing. 0-2 the count to Xavier. He's 0 for 1 in the ball game. Xavier lined out to third his first time up. Here's the 0-2 pitch, and he chases out a fastball up and out of the zone for strike 3. That's out number 2, and Nico's done a really good job of settling down.
Now batting with 2 outs, nobody on. Left fielder, number 13, Dalen Peña.
Dalen Peña comes to the plate. He's 1 for 1 with a solo shot into left field. Has a jack. First pitch, high for ball 1, 1-0. And a lot of the Eagles in this inning, Xavier and Royo, chasing at those fastballs that were above the zone. 1-0 pitch to Dalen Peña as he's going to rip one into left field. Left fielder is going to give chase, but right to D'Alessandro for out number 3. So a 1-2-3 inning for the Eagles as we go to the bottom of the third inning. Still 1-0 ball game. You're listening to Blast Vision Live here at, I was going to say Cabinets Field, here at Northeast Sports Park in San Antonio, Texas.
Rick Sines with Z-Bart of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas athletics. Stop by their location at 4535 Everhart for auto alarms, window tint, diamond gloss, auto detailing, rhino linings, and more. Call 361-985-9274 for more information or to make an appointment. Z-Bart, it's us or rust. Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas athletics. Come by and see us at 4313 South Staples in Ottotown. We'd like to wish all of the local teams the best of luck this season from your friends at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram. .361hsblast.com, your newest source for Coastal Bend 5A baseball and football news. Matt Rogers, Jake Vasquez, George Vondercheck, Stu Duncan, and Pete Garcia, positively spotlighting student athletes, coaches, programs, and schools through insightful features, video, game stories, stats, fan polls, schedules, rosters, and so much more. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. 361hsblast.com. Come check us out.
And welcome back to the Staples Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Bottom of the third inning we go, and it's 8-9-1. Wolf, Pools, and O'Bannon. First pitch was fouled straight back into the netting. 0-1 the count to the batter, Dylan Wolf. Here's the 0-1, and Dylan looks at ball one, 1-1. Didn't miss by much. One the count. Here's the 1-1 pitch, and that is going to be grounded off the leg of Wolf. So ball and 2 strikes is the count now. Here's the 1-2 pitch, about 58 feet pitch. 2 balls and 2 strikes is the count. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs in the bottom of the third. 2-2 pitch is high, ball 3. So the count goes full, 3 balls and 2 strikes to Wolf. Xavier shakes off Wolf, gets his sign. Here's the 3-2 pitch, curveball, and that is low, ball 4. Close pitch, but Wolf is going to take first base on the base on balls. Tyler Pools, the third baseman, will be the next batter here for the Dripping Springs Tigers. Wolf at first base on the base on balls. Leadoff walk to start the inning. The 9-hole Pools is at the plate. He's showing bunt. Third baseman Johnson coming in, and that's going to be bunted right to Johnson. He's going to throw over to first base to Acuna. That's in time for out number 1. But a sac bunt works perfectly for the Dripping Springs Tigers.
Pulls stays down the sacrifice bunt to move Wolf to second. We go back to the top of the order with 1 on and 1 out.
We'll go back to the top of the lineup. Cameron O'Bannon will be the next batter, as Cannon O'Bannon rhymes right there. Had a base hit into left field. Hit a double down the line. His first time up. So this is the 3rd time in this ball game. All 3 innings, the Dripping Springs Tigers have had a runner in scoring position with 1 out in the inning. Xavier, he's set at the chest, works from the stretch. Here's the first pitch to O'Bannon. That's high for ball 1. 1-0. So a ball and no strikes to Cameron O'Bannon. And we're going to have time on the field, and we're going to have pitching coach for the Eagles make his way towards the mound. He's going to talk to Xavier Perez. So while we have a little quick break in the action, let's check on the chat board. And Moody Magic 81 hitting us up on the chat, giving up a score update. It is 2-1 London Pirates over Marion. And I saw it, it was in the bottom of the second inning, so probably in the top or the bottom of the third inning in that ball game. And Jake Vasquez does have the live stream going in Jordanton, Texas. He'll have game 1 and 2 today. And for myself, I have game 1 for the Veterans Memorial Eagles and Dripping Springs Tigers, and game 2 of the Gregory Portland Wildcats and the Leander Rouse Raiders. GP dropping one yesterday, 5-2 was the final. So Gregory Portland Wildcats in a must-win ball game today. They'll get going at 7:30 or after the conclusion of this ball game. Back into action here as O'Bannon is going to step into the box. Meeting is over. Xavier, he is at 41 pitches in this ball game. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Fastball catch the outside corner for strike 1. 1-1 the count to O'Bannon. So 1-1 the count. Xavier shakes off his catcher, Guerrero. Now he gets his sign. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That's going to be hit right into the glove of Xavier. Throw over to second base and double play once again. Oh, my God. That ball was rocket right to Xavier Perez, and it's just a reaction thing. Reaction, and Xavier throws his glove up. He catches it in midair. It was a line drive right back to the pitcher. And then Martinez, the second baseman, was at the bag at second. Wolf was hanged out to dry, and a double play to end the bottom of the third inning. Third time today, the Dripping Springs Tigers unable to bring in a run with runners in scoring position with only 1 out. Some great defense and some great pitching from the Eagles here in the bottom of the third inning. We go to the top of the fourth and still 1-0. Veterans Memorial Eagle lead. You're listening to Blast Vision Live here at Northeast Sports Park.
Johnny Luna with Auto Nation Chevrolet, Cadillac, GMC, and Buick, inviting everyone into the dealership to take a look at the inventory, including brand new 2021 models. But wait, there's more. Auto Nation also has the biggest selection of pre-owned cars in town. Free window tint with purchase of any vehicle when you mention you heard this ad on Blast Vision Live. Come and get sold and rolled.
Looking to expand your customer base? Hit a home run and advertise right here on Blast Vision. For more information, contact Jake Vasquez at 361-434-0705. That's 361-434-0705. Join us and show your support for South Texas Athletics.
And welcome back to the Stable Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Jose Acuna is going to lead things off in the top of the fourth inning. And Acuna is going to hit one into right field, and right fielder is going to camp under it at the warning track for out number 1, as that ball just stayed in the air, looked good off the bat, but with the wind blowing right to left at the ballpark, it's definitely just going to balloon, and it ballooned into the glove of Reyes. And it's going to bring up Jake Robbie. Jake Robbie comes to the plate. First pitch swinging is Robbie. He's going to ground one foul ball on the right side. First baseman made a play on it, Bockelman, but it is a foul ball. So 0-1 the count to Jake Robbie. Nico Root is still on the mound as 1-1 pitch is the 0-1 pitch is going to miss for 1-1 now the count. So a ball and a strike to Jake Robbie. 1-1 pitch, and Robbie hits one into right field. Right fielder Arvidsson at the warning track again, but he is going to camp under and make the grab for out number 2. And I'm telling you, folks, these balls are scorched off the bat of the Eagles, but with the wind blowing right to left, it just stays in the air. Tanner Johnson will be the next batter. And if you're the Eagles, you can definitely not be mad about those 2 swings from Acuna and Robbie, because those were hit hard and probably would have left the ballpark at Cabinets Field. But with the wind blowing right to left, that just stays in the air. As Tanner Johnson looks at strike 1, the 0-1 pitch is going to miss for ball 1. 1-1 the count to Tanner Johnson. Here's a 1-1 to Tanner. Is going to hit one right to the shortstop, not too hard. Aiden's going to have to come up firing, throw over to first, and it is not in time as the first baseman, Bockelman, was off the bag. The ball beat him to first base. It beat Johnson, but first base umpire says Bockelman was off the bag at first when he made and he stretched out at first base. So Coach Payne was going to make his way to the first base umpire, but talks with the home plate umpire, gets the discussion, and home plate umpire says he does agree with the first base umpire, and all in agreement. And they call it a hit at the ballpark, so an infield single, and that ball's going to be hit into left field. Martinez, left fielder, Alessandro going back, and he's going to make the grab right at the warning track for out number 3. Once again, ball was hit hard off the bat. Can't be too mad off those hits from the Eagles, and Coach Yeager fired up, saying good job, good swings, just right into the gloves of the Tigers. But it's still 1-0 Veterans Memorial in the bottom of the 4th inning we go. You listen to Blast Vision Live here in San Antonio, Texas.
Looking to expand your customer base? Hit a home run and advertise right here on Blast Vision. For more information, contact Jake Vasquez at 361-434-0705. That's 361-434-0705. Join us and show your support for South Texas Athletics.
When I think of Snowball, I think of the hot Corpus summers of my childhood and trips to the original Snowball located at 3830 Baldwin. And now, Snowball 2 has taken that Corpus Christi staple to the south side. Located at 7114 Saratoga, they're your one-stop shop for your favorite snacks. Frito pies, hot Cheetos and cheese, hot dogs, pickles, candy apples, and ice cream. And of course, those amazing snowballs you remember from back when you were a kid.
Welcome back to the Staples Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Bottom of the 4th inning. 2 up, 2, 3, and 4. D'Alessandro, Arvidsson, and Dunn for the Tigers. Luke D'Alessandro comes to the plate. He singled his first time up. First pitch, he looks at his fastball that's up and in for ball 1. 1-0 the count. So 1 ball and no strikes to the batter, D'Alessandro. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That's ball 2. 2-0 the count. Just kind of reiterate, talking about that top of the 4th inning. You know, all 3 outs were hits all the way to the warning track for the Eagles. And, you know, Coach Yeager was making his way off the field to the dugouts. You know, he was pumped up because some good swings, good at-bats. And barreling up the baseball is really all you can ask for, as that 2-0 pitch is going to be called a strike on the outside corner for for strike number 1. 2 balls and a strike. Here's the 2-1 to D'Alessandro, and he's going to hit one right side. Foul territory. Acuna gets chased, but it's going to get into the bullpen of the Eagles, and the count goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes. So fired up Coach Yeager, and like I said, you know, you cannot be upset with how the Eagles swung the bat in that top of the 4th inning. Hits all the way into the warning track and just making outs. It's got to be a good sign. 2-2 pitch going to be lined right into the glove of the second baseman Martinez as he has to leap, but didn't leap too high. And he is going to make the first out of the bottom of the 4th inning. And he's going to bring up right fielder number 25, Brandon Arvinson.
Now batting with nobody out, nobody on, and 1 out is number 25, the right fielder, Brandon Arvinson.
Want to say hello to SVIRO25. First pitch to Arvinson is high for ball 1, saying go Eagles. Again, hit us up on the chat. Love to give you a shout out on the air. Let us know who you're going for and where you're listening in from. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Pitch is going to miss away. Ball 2, 2-0. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. And again, we do apologize, just unable to live stream this series because of the broadcasters of the UIL, NFHS. And pitch is going to miss low for ball 3. 3-0 is the count. So unable to live stream this game and also the Gregory Portland Wildcat ball game. 3-0 pitch is going to miss low and away, ball 4. So a walk issue to Arvinson. He's going to get to first base on the base on balls. And it's going to bring up catcher number 7, Reese Dunn. Reese Dunn comes to the plate. First pitch to Dunn. It's a curveball in the turf, ball 1. Backhanded by the catcher, Alejandro. One and 0. And then also want to apologize if you do see a white blank screen. It's Game Changer just trying to update. 1-0 misses ball 2, 2-0. So on your screen, you can see our Game Changer. You can see a little bit of visual, and I do notice it does go to a white screen, and it's just trying to load up. There's a 2-0 pitch. That's down the middle for strike 1. Throw over to first base. Not in time, as Arvinson's going to get back in safely. So 2 balls and a strike. One down here in the bottom of the 4th. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That is going to miss high. Ball 3. 3-1, and little command issues here in the bottom of the 4th for Xavier Perez. Got to throw some strikes. Don't want to allow free bases if you are the Eagles. 3-1 pitch, and that is low and away, ball 4. 4th consecutive time for the Dripping Springs Tigers with a runner in scoring position with 1 out. They have definitely been flirting from scoring a run, but unable in the first 3 innings. And now have an opportunity here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Runners at first and second with 1 out. And we're going to have time on the field. Pitching coach is going to head out. He's going to go talk to his infield. Time on the field. Like I said, he's going to go out and he's going to go talk to his infield. That's John Malley. So Coach Malley, first year with the Veterans Memorial Eagles this year. He's the pitching coach for the Eagles. So a quick little discussion. It's Coach Malley now talking with the first base umpire. They're having a little chuckle. So runners at first and second with 1 out. Bringing up Bockelman. Bockelman, base hit down the line. His first time up. First pitch is going to look at a fastball right down the middle for strike one. 0-1, and the Eagles looking for another double play to get themselves out of the inning. No balls and a strike. Xavier steps off the rubber. Oh, and 1 the count. 0-1 pitch. And that's going to get away from the catcher, Guerrero. Both runners are going to advance 90 feet. The throw is to third base, and Alejandro Guerrero threw it into the turf, but Johnson, he does pick it off the turf. A dangerous throw from the catcher, Guerrero. So 1-1 is the count. Both runners advance 90 feet on the wild pitch issued from Xavier Perez. So couple runners in scoring position with 1 out. Infield, middle infield drawn into double play depth. Corners are in. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss at the high fastball. 1-2 the count. Ball was not in the zone, but Bachman chases that 1-2 pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Xavier working from the full windup. And Xavier can't get his pitch selection, so Bachman is going to call time. It's granted by the home plate umpire. So the infield not playing in besides the corners. They are, but nobody else. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and that is low. Ball 2, 2-2 the count. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bottom of the 4th, 1-0 Vets. Here's the 2-2 pitch. That's fouled straight back. So a battle between Bachman and Perez. Critical spot here in the bottom of the 4th. Tigers trying to tie this ball game up, but Perez looking to get out of the jam once again in this ball game. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2-2 pitch. That's popped up, but out of play. So 2-2 remains the count. Bachman with a double down the line first time up, and you see Johnson hugging the third base line this time. 2-2 the count. Xavier working from the full windup, and calls time is the batter. Bachman gets back into the box quickly. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2 pitch, and that is going to be popped up in the infield as Jake Robbie's coming in, and Robbie is going to make the second out of the inning. Big pop-up to get out number 2 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. It was a weak pop-up. It was a jam shot off the bat of Bachman, and Jake Robbie, he just camped under it, and no, the runners cannot advance. He's going to bring up Max Miles, the DH. Miles is 0 for 1, grounded out to the shortstop first time up. Here's the first pitch to Miles. Fastball misses low and away for ball 1. Max Miles had a runner at third base with 1 out his last time up, and he grounded it out to the shortstop, Robbie. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit into left field as Dalen Peña is going to go back, and then 1 bounces the wall. 1 run comes in to score. 2 runs are going to come in to score, and that is a 2 RBI double from Max Miles. And it is a 2-1 Dripping Spring Tiger lead in the bottom of the 4th. So the Dripping Springs Tigers finally get on the board after having opportunities in the first 3 innings, and now here in the top of the 4th, or the bottom of the 4th inning, they get a big hit from Max Miles, a fastball that was elevated and didn't miss that pitch right over the head of Dalen Peña. And it's going to bring up Nico Rudis. First pitch to Rudis is down the middle for strike 1. Oh, and 1. Time on the field. So 2-1 is our score. Dripping Springs with the lead for the first time today. No balls and a strike in the count to the batter, Nico. Here's the 1-1 pitch, and that is going to hit him in the back. So he's going to get to first base on the hit by a pitch. So Rudis gets the first. It's going to bring up Dylan Wolf. It's going to have time on the field. We're going to have courtesy runner for the pitcher.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have our courtesy runner on first base. Running for Rudis will be number 11, Hunter Miller.
Hunter Miller will be the courtesy runner.
Now batting with 2 outs and 2 on is the second baseman, number 1, Dylan Wolf.
Dylan Wolf is at the plate. Runners at first and second with 2 outs. Xavier has to bear down and try to get out of this bottom of the 4th inning. No more runs. Here's the first pitch to Wolf, and that's a high fastball that misses for ball 1. 1-0 the count. So 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Curveball. Called a strike at the plate. 1-1 the count. So a ball and a strike to the batter, Wolf. First time up, he walked. So no official at bat for Mr. Wolf. 1-1 the count. Xavier peek over to second base. Here's a 1-1 pitch, and that is blocked into the turf. That pitch, 2-1 now the count. 2 balls and a strike. It's 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Xavier set. Here's a 2-1 pitch. That's going to be grounded right to Robbie. He's going to go to the short bag at second. That's in time for out number 3. But the Tigers do get on the board, and they do take the lead in this ball game as they scored 2 runs on, let me double check here. As I score this play. They scored 2 runs on 1 hit. There was no errors and 2 men left on base. We go to the top of the 5th. 2-1 Dripping Springs Tiger lead. You're listening to Blast Vision live here in San Antonio, Texas.
J Styles and Cuts on Castores for all your hair needs. Call them at 361-854-7246 to make an appointment today. J Styles and Cuts, proud supporters of South Texas baseball.
Chris Bernal with LB21 Tournaments and Perfect Game, hosting the best youth baseball tournaments in South Texas. Best youth baseball tournaments in South Texas. LB21, supporting youth baseball in the Coastal Bend area.
And welcome back to the Stable Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Top of the 5th inning we go, and due up for the Eagles. It's 7-8-9, Reyes, center field, and Royo. First pitch swinging is Reyes, and that's right to D'Alessandro. Now shifts over to his right, and that is out number 1. D'Alessandro's been a busy guy out in left field in this ball game. Next batter is going to be Carter, center field. D'Alessandro. First pitch to Carter is going to be fouled straight back. 0-1. D'Alessandro, a senior for this team. Like I said, is playing some really good outfield in this ball game. Struck down a lot of baseballs in this game. 0-1 the count to Carter. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and that's going to be chopped right to the second baseman, Wolf. Wolf comes in, throw over to first. That's in time for out number 2. So 2 quick outs to start the top of the 5th inning. Due up. It's going to be DH, Ben Royo. Ben Royo will be the next batter. He's 0 for 1. He struck out swinging his first time up. First pitch to Royo. It's going to miss. Actually, going to catch the outside corner for strike 1. Looked a little outside, but home plate umpire calls it a strike. 0-1. That's going to be called a ball. 1-1 the count. And time on the field. Dunn's going to go make his way to the mound and talk to his pitcher. Now, Coach Payne is going to go out and talk to his pitcher. I think he landed a bit awkwardly on that pitch to Royo, and now the trainer is going to come out and he's going to check on Rudis. So he's going to check on him really quick. He's going to have time on the field, and it looks like he's going to be okay. Question on the chat. RAS Tradesman Outdoors asking if this game is on the radio. I know Doug Kesterson with 1440 Keys is here at the ballpark as well. So 1440 Keys in Corpus Christi. Doug has the call of the ball game. But if not, no, I don't believe so. Everybody else is pretty much on YouTube. Pitch to Royo. Misses for ball 2. The 2-1 pitch misses for ball 3. 3-1 now the count. So 3 balls and 1 strike to Ben Royo. He struck out first time up. Looking to flip that lineup back over. Here's a 3-1, and Royo's going to hit one into left field. D'Alessandro going back, and he is once again going to make the grab for out number 3. Like I said, D'Alessandro has been playing some really good baseball in left field, fielding his position very well. And that is out number 3. So we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Our score 2-1, the Tigers. You listen to Blast Vision Live here at San Antonio, Texas. You listen to Blast Vision Live.
With the sun staying out later and the weather getting warmer, get out and grill. Stable Street Meat Market has the best selection of quality meats for your next barbecue. Known for their Angus beef fajitas, smoked sausages, and new authentic family recipe, Ponle brand spices. Like us on Facebook and never miss our weekly specials. We're located at 7626 South Staple Street, number 111 in Kings Crossing. But coming soon, our new location at 7418 South Staple Street is set to open in early 2022. Stable Street Meat Market, proud supporters of South Texas Athletics.
Rick Sines with Z-Bart of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas Athletics. Stop by their location at 4535 Everhart for auto alarms, window tint, diamond gloss, auto detailing, rhino linings, and more. Call 361-985-9274 for more information or to make an appointment. Z-Bart, it's us or rust.
And welcome back to the Stable Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Bottom of the 5th inning, and due up. It's 9-1-2. Pulls O'Bannon and D'Alessandro. We're gonna have time on the, or not time on the field, but look out in left field and into the bullpen. Looks like number 23 of the Tigers is going to the bullpen to warm up. Also have somebody else warming up in the bullpen, so action going on. First pitch swinging is Tyler Pools. He's gonna pull one foul, left side. 0-1 the count. No balls and a strike. Oh, 1 pitch, high. Ball 1. 1-1 the count. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Have fast or breaking balls down the middle for strike 1 or strike 2. One and 2 the count to Tyler Pools. Pools 0 for 0. Sack bunt his first time up, so no official at bat. 1-2 pitch. High, ball 2. 2-2 now the count. Two balls and 2 strikes is the count. Here's a 2-2 pitch, and fastball paints the outside corner for strike 3. That's the first out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And it's going to bring up O'Bannon. Charlie Garcia hitting us up on the chat, saying, wish we could watch the ball game. And, you know, I completely agree with you. You know, that's the reason why we started the live stream in the first place, so we can bring ball games that, you know, you can travel to, you know, to the ball game or for playoff games or whatever the case may be. As the first pitch is going to miss for ball 1, and just with that UIL rule as NFHS, their broadcast, they pick any game in the playoffs. They have exclusive rights to live stream. So we're unable to get the approval from the UIL. As the 1-0 is going to be bounced in the turf, ball 2, 2-0 to O'Bannon. So we had to do strictly audio in this ball game. Here's the 2-0 pitch. That's going to be grounded left side. It gets through for a base hit. So a 1-out single for O'Bannon. It's going to bring up Luke D'Alessandro. D'Alessandro comes to the plate. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Single to an infield single and lined out to the second baseman. His second time up. So runner at first is O'Bannon. D'Alessandro at the plate. Showing bunt is D'Alessandro. Runner from first is going to take off the second base. Throw is going to be in time, but Martinez drops the baseball. The ball got there in time, but Martinez, when he applied the tag, he dropped the ball when applying the tag to O'Bannon. So O'Bannon is going to be safe at second base. So O'Bannon is at second with the steal. Pitch was called a strike at the plate. 0-1 the count. 5th inning in a row with a runner in scoring position with 1 out or less. Here's the 0-1 pitch. It's in the turf. Guerrero blocks it. 1-1 the count. One ball, 1 strike the count. Long pause. 1-1 pitch. That's going to be popped up foul. Out of play. Let's check in with that ball game going out in Jordanton, and looks like it's a 3-2 Marion lead over the London Pirates. So they got a great game going on out in Jordanton. Jake Vasquez does have the live stream for that game. He is on Blast Vision. I'm on Blast Vision 2 for the entire day. Ball and 2 strikes. Xavier Can't get his sign. Now he gets his sign. He's set at the chest. Peek over to second. And a pickoff attempt to second, but no throw over. So 3-2 Marion over the London Pirates. That game is in the top of the 5th inning. Here's the 1-2 pitch to D'Alessandro. He's going to foul it off. And we'll do it again at a ball and 2 strikes. D'Alessandro battling at the plate and just an all-around gritty player for the Tigers. He's playing some really good outfield. Xavier taking his time on the mound. Pickoff attempt to second base. It's not in time. One and two still the count. So it looks like the London Pirates, they are the home team in that game. 3-2 the score over there. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Foul tip in the glove for strike 3, and that is out number 2. So 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th inning now. That's going to bring up Brandon Arvinson.
So now from the bat with 1 on and 2 outs is the right fielder, number 25, Brandon Arvinson.
Brandon Arvinson comes to the plate, a junior for the Dripping Springs Tigers. Pickoff attempt to second base, close, but does dive back in safely. Arvinson's 0 for 1, struck out swinging and walked. Here's the pitch to Arvinson. Fastball misses low and away for ball 1. 1-0 the count. One 0 pitch. That's fouled off.
Heads up, foul ball. 1-1.
1-1 the count now. O'Bannon is at second. Arvinson is at the plate. A 1-1 count with Xavier Pettis still on the mound, and officially 87 pitches in this ball game for Xavier. Here is the 1-1. It's going to be a curveball into the turf. Blocked once again from the catcher, Guerrero. So guys coming back from the bullpen. Looks like it's number 21 and number 11 coming from the bullpen. We'll try to get you those names. There's a 2-1 pitch. That's popped up and slicing, and it's going to get out of play. 2-2 the count. So number 21 is Matthew Schindler, and number 11 was Hunter Miller. Those are the 2 guys who were warming up in the bullpen for the Tigers. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th. Eagles trail 2-1 over Dripping Springs. And time on the field. Arvidson's going to get back into the box quickly. Xavier gets his sign. There's a 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that is going to be out number 3. Big strikeout there for Xavier Pettis and the Eagles. So the Dripping Springs Tigers scored no runs on 1 hit. There were no errors and 1 man left in scoring position. We go to the top of the 6th inning. It is a 2-1 ball game. Dripping Springs with the lead, but the Eagles got the top of the lineup here in the top of the 6th. Perez, Peña, and Acuna. Don't go anywhere. You listen to Blast Vision Live here in San Antonio, Texas.
Rick Sines with Z-Bart of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas Athletics. Stop by their location at 4535 Everhart for auto alarms, window tint, diamond gloss, auto detailing, rhino linings, and more. Call 361-985-9274 for more information or to make an appointment. Z-Bart, it's us or rust.
Johnny Luna with AutoNation Chevrolet, Cadillac, GMC, and Buick, inviting everyone into the dealership to take a look at the inventory, including brand new 2021 models. But wait, there's more. AutoNation also has the biggest selection of pre-owned cars in town. Free window tint with purchase of any vehicle when you mention you heard this ad on Blast Vision Live. Come and get sold and rolled.
And welcome back to the Stable Street Meat Market broadcast booth. I'm Rudy Trevino with Blast Vision. And you're watching Game 1 of the best-of-3 series between the Veterans Memorial Eagles and Dripping Springs Tigers. Where you're listening to it. Xavier Perez is going to lead things off here in the top of the 6th inning. First pitch is down the middle for strike one, 0-1. Here's the 0-1. That's high, ball one, 1-1 the count. As Rudis works very quickly on the mound. 1-1 curveballs outside. And Rudis once again lands a little awkwardly. It is a full turf field, and that includes the mound. You don't really see that too much, but the mound is full turf as well. 2-1 is way outside, ball three. Can't say way outside because it did miss by, I would say, by a ball. So 3-1 the count to Xavier. 3-1 pitch. That's high for ball four. So the Eagles get their leadoff man on. Xavier's going to make his way to first base on the base and balls, and we're going to have time on the field. We're going to have a courtesy runner for the pitcher. That's going to be Luke Moya.
Courtesy runner on first base for Perez. It is number 12, Luke Moya. Again, courtesy runner number 12, Moya, for number 7, Perez.
So Luke Moya is going to make his way to first base.
13, Dalen Pena.
He's the courtesy runner, and now Dalen Pena, 1 for 2 in the ball game, hit a home run in the first inning. First pitch to Dalen, that's high for ball one, 1-0. And Rude is missing with this fastball to Xavier, now to Dalen. 1 ball, no strikes. There's a 1-0 to Dalen, and Dalen's going to check swing, and that's going to be popped up right to the second baseman, Wolf, and into the glove of the second baseman, Wolf, for out number 1. Didn't mean to swing, but he did get a piece of it and went right to the second baseman for out number 1. Jose Acuna will be the next batter. First pitch to Acuna. Fastball is going to catch the outside corner for strike one. 0-1 the count. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That's going to miss away, ball one. Looked like a pitch out for the Dripping Springs Tigers. So a ball and a strike. 1-1 pitch, and Acuna's going to foul it off straight back. Count goes to a ball and 2 strikes.
1-2.
1-2 pitch, up and in, ball 2, 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes to Acuna. 2-2 pitch. That's going to be driven into center field. Center fielder O'Bannon's going back. That's going to be over his head as Moya is going to get to third base. Coach Yeager has the green light. The throw is cut off from the shortstop. Throw to the plate. It's not in time. The Eagles are going to tie this ball game up with a RBI double from Jose Acuna. 2-2 is our score. Ball was hit into left center, and it just kept carrying and carrying and carrying. And O'Bannon thought he had a beat on it, but then you see the back of his jersey, and he just kept going and going, and he couldn't make the grab. Luke Moya was about halfway to second base. He kind of stopped, and he wanted to make sure the ball got down first, and it got down, and what a huge hit from Jose Acuna to tie this ball game up with 2s, and it is a brand new ball game, folks. Eagles still not done. Still have the top of the lineup with Jake Robbie at the plate here at the top of the 6th inning. Jose Acuna showing the power. He bats from the left side, hit a ball into left center. Jose Acuna is going to get a standing ovation from the Eagle fans as he comes to the dugout. We're going to have a courtesy runner or actually a pinch runner, and it's going to be Glover. Glover is going to be the pinch runner for Jose Acuna. Jake Robbie comes to the plate, and Jake, last time up, hit an absolute rocket to the right fielder, Arvidsson. First pitch to Robbie is a fastball that catches the outside corner for strike 1. 0-1. So 2-2 our score now. Eagles looking to take the lead. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Robbie's going to foul one straight back. 0-2 the count. And Acuna's double into left center was on a 0-2 pitch. Just hit it the other way. Here's the 0-2 pitch. It's high for ball 1. 1-2 the count. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2 pitch. Robbie's going to swing and miss at a curveball. That's out number 2 on the big strikeout from Rudis. And it's going to bring up Tanner Johnson. Tanner had an infield single and also walked, so he's 1 for 1 in the ball game. Tanner Johnson's going to foul his first pitch off. 0-1. The announcer is calling Tanner Johnson to introduce him, and pitcher working quickly, didn't care. Here's the 0-1. Tanner's going to look at ball 1, 1-1. Eagles looking for a big 2-out knock here to retake the lead. It is tied 2-2. Glover's at second base. 1-1 pitch. Tanner looks at ball 2, low and away. 2 balls and a strike. And I feel like I'm going quickly. It is because of Rudis on the mound. Like I said, he gets his sign, doesn't take too much time on that mound. Here's a 2-1 pitch. Tanner's going to foul it straight back. 2-2 is the count, so 2's across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. A man at second. 2-2 is our score. Rudis wears number 22. A lot of 2s in this sequence. Here's a 2-2 to Johnson, and he's going to hit one right side. Second baseman's going to lay out, picks it up, and first baseman's off the bag. Throw over to third base, and now Glover's in a pickle, and Glover is going to be tagged out at the plate for out number 3. He was in a rundown as the second baseman, Wolf, laid out, made a great play just to keep the ball in the infield, and Glover thought it got through. Gets tagged out at the plate for out number 3. But the Veterans Memorial Eagles do tie this ball game up. It's 2-2 as we go to the bottom of the 6th. You're listening to Blast Vision Live here in San Antonio, Texas.
Looking to expand your customer base? Hit a home run and advertise right here on Blast Vision. For more information, contact Jake Vasquez at 361-434-0705. That's 361-434-0705. Join us and show your support for South Texas Athletics.
When I think of Snowball, I think of the hot Corpus summers of my childhood and trips to the original Snowball located at 3830 Baldwin. And now, Snowball 2 has taken that Corpus Christi staple to the south side. Located at 7114 Saratoga, they're your one-stop shop for your favorite snacks. Frito pies, hot Cheetos and cheese, hot dogs, pickles, candy apples, and ice cream. And of course, those amazing snowballs you remember from back when you were a kid.
And welcome back to the Stable Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Bottom of the 6th inning, brand new ball game. 2-2 is our score. Let's check in. Looks like Marion added a run. They lead 4-2 over the London Pirates now in the bottom of the 5th inning. Our score 2-2. Good ball game we got going for you. And it's 4, 5, and 6 done. Bockelman and Miles due up for the Dripping Springs Tigers. Xavier Bettis, 90 pitches in this ball game as we start the bottom of the 6th. And first pitch to Dunn is spiked in the turf for ball 1-0. Nobody warming up in the bullpen for the Eagles. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That's also low. Ball 2-0. Gregory Portland Wildcats are in attendance. They will be the home team in the second ball game for us. Here's a 2-0 pitch. That is going to be rolled over, foul. 2 balls and a strike. Just noticed that pitching stats on your board has changed a little bit, so let's see if I can change them out a little there. Here's the pitch. That's going to be fouled straight back. Two and two the count. Here's the pitch, fouled straight back. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here is the 2-2 pitch. That's in the turf, ball 3. Three balls, 2 strikes, and 3-2 pitch line right into the glove of Tanner Johnson, the third baseman. He's going to make the first out of the bottom of the 6th inning. Ball was hit sharply right to the hot corner, and if you play the hot corner, you gotta expect the line shot to you, and Tanner Johnson was. He makes the first out of the inning, and Bockelman comes to the plate. First pitch to Mitchell. Mitchell looks at strike 1 on the outside corner. There we go. Fix the stats there for the pitchers. As the 0-1 pitch is going to catch the outside corner. 0-2 the count now. No balls, 2 strikes. Way ahead is Xavier. 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss at a fastball. Strike 3, and that's out number 2. So 2 outs now in the bottom of the 6th. And it's going to bring up Max Miles. Max Miles was the man who had the 2 RBI double his last time up. First pitch to Max. Fastball for a strike. 0-1 the count to Miles. Xavier at 101 pitches in this ball game. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fastball just a bit off the plate. 1-1 the count. So a ball and a strike. High school baseball playoffs, nothing like it, folks. Especially when you get deep into the playoffs, you're always going to have some tough and tight ball games, and we have another one right here for you. Here's the 1-1 pitch that is in the turf. Here's a 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss at a curveball. Way out in front on that breaking ball. Max Miles was. So 2 balls and 2 strikes to count. 2-2 pitch. Another breaking ball that's going to be right over the head of Jake Robbie and into left field for a 2-out single. Max Miles has been hitting the ball very well in this ball game. It's going to be Nico Rudis comes to the plate as Rudis is 0 for 1 in the ball game. Grounded out to the pitcher and hit by a pitch. Xavier at 105 pitches, so might be his last batter. First pitch to Rudis. He's going to foul one off left side. 0-1 the count. No balls and a strike to Nico Rudis. Xavier set. Check over that first. Nobody there. Here's the 0-1, and that's going to be tapped foul straight back. 0-2 now the count. Xavier, this will be pitch number 108 in the ball game for him. So we're in the bottom of the 6th inning. He definitely would not see the bottom of the 7th. No balls and 2 strikes. Xavier checks the runner at first. Not a big lead over there. Here's the 0-2 to Nico, and Nico's going to foul it off. Still no balls and 2 strikes. No balls, 2 strikes. Xavier set. 0-2 pitch. Fastball's way upstairs. 1-2. And now, officially, this will be the last batter Xavier Perez will face, as this will be pitch number 110 for Xavier here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Nico Rudis. Here's the 1-2 pitch, curveball that just gets away from him. As Alejandro Guerrero is going to throw down the first base, and the runner Miles is going to get back to the bag safely. So 2 balls and 2 strikes now the count to Nico Rudis. Xavier shakes off his catcher, Alejandro. Now he gets a sign. 2-2 pitch, and that's fouled off left side as it is going to get out of play. Pretty good at bat here from Nico Rudis. And again, you can go over the 110 pitch mark as long as it is in the same at bat to that batter. So this will be pitch 112 in the ball game for Xavier. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Fastball paints the inside corner for strike 3. So Xavier gets out of the bottom of the 6th inning. He goes 6 strong for the Veterans Memorial Eagles as we go to the top of the 6th inning. And it's a 2-2 ball game. The Veterans Memorial Eagles bring up Martinez, Reyes, and Centerfit. It is going to be 6, 7, and 8. You're listening to Blast Vision live here in San Antonio, Texas for the regional semifinals. Game 1 between the Veterans Memorial Eagles and the Dripping Springs Tigers.
Chris Bernal with LB21 Tournaments and Perfect Game, hosting the best youth baseball tournaments in South Texas. Best youth baseball tournaments in South Texas. LB21, supporting youth baseball in the Coastal Bend area. Chris Bernal with LB21 Tournaments and Perfect Game, hosting the best youth baseball tournaments in South Texas. Best youth baseball tournaments in South Texas. LB21, supporting youth baseball in the Coastal Bend area.
Welcome back to the Stable Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Jake Martinez is going to lead things off. First pitch he looks at is going to foul it straight back into the netting. 0-1. Martinez, Reyes, and Centerfit due up for the Eagles. Martinez with an absolute rope his first time up. Here is the 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball is going to miss inside for ball one. 1-1 to count. Tense ball game. 2-2. Here in the top of the 7th inning. Dripping Springs is the home team, so they'll get a last at bat. Eagles looking to get a base runner on. Here's the 1-1. Martinez going to pop it up in the foul territory. Catcher, he is under it, and Rudis is actually going to make the grab as the catcher, Dunn, is going to have to get out of his way. Rudis with a great grab behind the dish for out number 1. So 1 out now. It's going to bring up right fielder number 11, Nick Reyes. So Nick Reyes comes to the plate. Reyes is 0 for 2 in the ball game. Lined out to the center fielder, lined out to the left fielder. It also has squared up the baseball. And Reyes is going to bunt it right back to the pitcher in the air, and that is going to be out number 2. Tries to get a bunt hit, but he just pops it up right to the pitcher. So 2 quick outs for the Tigers. And it's going to bring up Carter Centerfit. Eagles looking for a 2-out rally now. Carter Centerfit looks at strike 1 on the outside corner. 0-1. 0-1 pitch. Carter's going to pop it up in the infield. First baseman, Bockelman, is under it. He's going to make the out. For out number 3, so a 1-2-3 inning for the Veterans Memorial Eagles in the top of the 7th inning. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning, and our score, it is 2-2. Dripping Springs is the home team, so if the Tigers can put a run on the board, they will walk it off. But the Eagles are going to look to go to extra innings. As you're listening on Blast Vision Live, don't go anywhere. You listen to Blast Vision, we'll get you that bottom of the 7th.
With the sun staying out later and the weather getting warmer, get out and grill. Stable Street Meat Market has the best selection of quality meats for your next barbecue. Known for their Angus beef fajitas, smoked sausages, and new authentic family recipe, Ponle brand spices. Like us on Facebook and never miss our weekly specials. We're located at 7626 South Staple Street, number 111 in Kings Crossing. But coming soon, our new location at 7418 South Staple Street is set to open in early 2022. Stable Street Meat Market, proud supporters of South Texas Athletics.
Rick Sines with Z-Bart of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas Athletics. Stop by their location at 4535 Everhart for auto alarms, window tint, diamond gloss, auto detailing, rhino linings, and more. Call 361-985-9274 for more information or to make an appointment. Z-Bart, it's us or rust. Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas Athletics. Come by and see us at 4313 South Staples in Autotown. We'd like to wish all of the local teams the best of luck this season from your friends at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram.
Welcome back to the Stable Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Bottom of the 7th inning and due up for the Dripping Springs Tigers. 8-9-1. Wolf, Pools, and O'Bannon. So we do have a new pitcher on the mound, and it is going to be Tanner Johnson. So Tanner Johnson comes into the ball game. And we do have some defensive changes as well. So Xavier Bed is now going to play left field. And the left fielder to start this ball game. Dalen Peña is now the third baseman. Dylan Wolf is at the plate, and he looks at strike one on the outside corner. So Dalen at third, Xavier's in left field, and Tanner Johnson on the mound. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and that's gonna roll over foul into the dugout. Hey, heads up play by one of the Tigers. Had a glove on, and they're on the top of the railing in the dugout. Makes a pretty good play. Those guys are locked in inside the dugout. No balls and 2 strikes. Way ahead is Tanner. 0-2 pitch, breaking ball. That's going to be down the middle for strike 3 as they get Wolf looking on a strikeout. So 1 out. He's going to bring up third baseman number 2, Tyler Pools.
Third baseman number 2, Tyler Pools.
Checking in on that ball game out in Jordanton, and oh my God, guess what? It is all tied up, 4-4. First pitch swinging is Pools. He's going to foul it off. 4-4, London and Marion. So we'll go back into that ball game. That game's in the bottom of the 5th inning in game 1. 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball's popped up in the shallow left field. And shortstop Robbie, he is under it. And Robbie's going to make the second out of the bottom of the 7th. So we go back to the top of the lineup with center fielder number 15, Cameron O'Bannon. And Cameron O'Bannon has had himself an afternoon. Doubled into left field, hit into a double play. That was an absolute rocket right off the bat of O'Bannon, but right into the glove of the pitcher, Xavier Perez. And then he hit a single into left field as well. So definitely no doubles on this at-bat to O'Bannon. Tanner Johnson with a curveball is going to be called a strike at the plate, 0-1. No balls in the strike. 0-1 from Tanner. Curveball's above the head of O'Bannon. 1-1 the count. Haven't seen a lot of Tanner in the playoffs, but no, Coach Yeager was talking about the 1-1 pitch. It swung on and missed, strike 2. Coach Yeager was talking about, getting these guys some, live pitches in BP, so they do some live BP in practice and try to get these guys some work. Way ahead, 1-2. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss. That ball's in the turf. Alejandro's gonna pick it up, throw over to first to Acuna in time for out number 3, and we have some free baseball for you folks as we go to the top of the 8th inning. It's all knotted up at 2 apiece, and due up for the Eagles. It's 9-1-2. It is going to be Royo, Perez, and Peña. Don't go anywhere. Free baseball for you folks. You're listening to Blast Vision Live here in San Antonio, Texas.
.361hsblast.com, your newest source for Coastal Bend 5A baseball and football news. Matt Rogers, Jake Vasquez, George Vondercheck, Stu Duncan, and Pete Garcia, positively spotlighting student-athletes, coaches, programs, and schools through insightful features, video, game stories, stats, fan polls, schedules, rosters, and so much more. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. 361hsblast.com. Come check us out.
Johnny Luna with AutoNation Chevrolet, Cadillac, GMC, and Buick, inviting everyone into the dealership to take a look at the inventory, including brand new 2021 models. But wait, there's more. AutoNation also has the biggest selection of pre-owned cars in town. Free window tint with purchase of any vehicle when you mention you heard this ad on Blast Vision Live. Come and get sold and rolled.
Welcome back to the Staples Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Ben Royo is going to lead things off for the Eagles. It's Royo, Perez, and Peña. First pitch swinging is Royo, and he swings and misses at a fastball, 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch, 0-2 after the swing and miss. Royo swinging early. Rudis working quickly. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Royo looks at ball 1. Let's get you the official pitch count of Rudis, and they have him at 87 pitches. So I'm a pitch ahead. I have him at 88, but 87 is the pitch count for Rudis. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and Royo's going to hit one into center field. Center fielder has a beat on, and he goes back, and he is going to camp under it. O'Bannon makes the out for the first out of the top of the 8th. And we go back to the top of the lineup, and it's going to be Xavier Perez. Xavier looking for his first hit of this ball game. 0 for 2 in the game. Lined out, struck out, and walked. First pitch swinging. Xavier's going to pop one up right side, foul territory. And first baseman gives chase, and it is going to get out of play into the bullpen of the Eagles. So checking in on that game once again, and London and Marion are in the top of the 6th inning. 4-4 is the score, so all tied up in the top of the 6th inning. We're in the top of the 8th with a 2-2 game. Xavier's at the plate. 0-1 Xavier. Fastball misses a little bit low and away. 1-1 the count. Great game being called by the home plate umpire today. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Once again, misses ball 2. Same location. And same call from the umpire. 2 balls and a strike. Here's the 2-1 to Xavier. And Xavier's going to hit one into left field. Left fielder D'Alessandro goes back. And he is going to make the grab at the wall. Oh, my God. Like I said, D'Alessandro has been playing some great baseball in left field today. Yes, he didn't rob a home run, but he made the catch against the wall. Stole a hit from Xavier Perez, and that is 2 outs in the inning now.
Now batting with 2 outs, nobody on.
Bringing up Dalen Pena now. Wow, what an absolute great play by the left fielder D'Alessandro. He has been playing some really good outfield today. He's been making plays left and right up against the wall. Wasn't afraid of the wall, and sometimes you see that with high school players. You know, they get a little bit afraid and they know that the wall's close to them, but D'Alessandro making a great catch into left field. So Dalen Pena now comes to the plate. Hasn't checked the chat board. Jesus Zamora hitting us up on the chat, asking for the score. 2-2 is the score. Jim Rock hitting us up. Thank you for the courtesy of giving him the score. And Mandy Gomez hitting us up on the chat. OMG. OMG is right on that catch from D'Alessandro. All tied up. First pitch to Dalen. It's way upstairs. Ball 1. Here's the 1-0 to Dalen. Dalen's going to hit one into center field, and center fielder O'Bannon is under it, and he's going to make the 3rd out of the inning. So another 1-2-3 inning for the Eagles. If we go to the bottom of the 8th inning and due up, it's going to be the heart of the lineup for the Tigers. 2, 3, and 4, D'Alessandro, Arvinson, and Dunn. Don't go anywhere. You listen to Blast Vision Live here in San Antonio, Texas at Northeast Sports Park.
Johnny Luna with Auto Nation Chevrolet, Cadillac, GMC, and Buick, inviting everyone into the dealership to take a look at the inventory, including brand new 2021 models. But wait, there's more. Auto Nation also has the biggest selection of pre-owned cars in town. Free window tint with purchase of any vehicle when you mention you heard this ad on Blast Vision Live. Come and get sold and rolled.
Looking to expand your customer base? Hit a home run and advertise right here on Blast Vision. For more information, contact Jake Vasquez at 361-434-0705. That's 361-434-0705. Join us and show your support for South Texas Athletics.
And welcome back to the Stable Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Due up for the Tigers. It's D'Alessandro, Arvidsson, and Dunn. And first pitch from Tanner Johnson's going to miss for ball one. 1-0 the count. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That's away. Ball 2. 2-0 the count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Fastball catch to the outside corner for strike 1. 2-1 to D'Alessandro, who made the remarkable grab in left field in the top of the 8th inning. Here's the 2-1 pitch, and that's fouled straight back. Just gets a piece of it as D'Alessandro. And the count is evened up at 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Guys going into the bullpen of the Dripping Springs Tigers. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Breaking balls down the middle. Strike 3. Freezes D'Alessandro for out number 1. So 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th inning. And Jacob said it best. This is too intense. And, you know, a lot of intensity in this ball game. One swing of the bat for either side can change this game. Bottom of the 8th inning is the next batter is Brandon Arvidsson. First pitch to Arvidsson. Breaking ball, swing and a miss at a curveball. 0-1 the count. Arvidsson 0 for 2 in this ball game. Struck out swinging, walked and struck out swinging. Here's the 0-1. Check swing. They appeal down to first, and they say he doesn't go around. So the count is 1-1. So a ball and a strike. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball. That's going to hit down the right field line, but it's going to slice and slices foul. Started right over the line down the right side, and it just sneaked out in foul territory. So the count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. So Tanner Johnson's way ahead of Brandon Arvidsson. Tanner gets his sign. 1-2 pitch. Fastball's high. Ball 2. 2-2 the count. Following this ball game, we'll have the Gregory Portland Wildcats and Leander Rouse Raiders game 2 right here on Blast Vision. Here's the 2-2 pitch, and fastball just a bit outside. Eagle fans wanted it, but didn't get the call. Said home plate umpires calling a really good ball game today, and looked just a bit outside on that pitch. Here's the 3-2 from Tanner. That's going to be chopped foul. Count remains at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Hit right in front of the plate and took a high bounce. We saw that yesterday in a base hit for Leander Rouse. So Tanner has a 3 ball, 2 strike count. Here is the offering, and that's going to be rolled over foul. Coach Payne, cannot make the grab. It was a 1 bouncer to third base coach Payne, and he's unable to make that grab. 3-2 still the count. It's Tanner battling. Brandon also battling. Here is the 3-2 pitch, and that is going to catch the lower part of the zone for strike 3, and that is out number 2. A couple punch outs for Tanner Johnson here in the bottom of the 8th, and it's going to bring up the cleanup hitter, Reese Dunn. Reese Dunn is 0 for 2. Struck out looking, walked, and lined out to the third baseman. First pitch to Reese, and Reese looks at a curveball that's in the turf. Not too sure if Alejandro was ready for that curveball. So he had his glove up and never brought it down to block it. Maybe a little mix-up. 1-0 pitch. That's going to be lined into left center as center fielder going back. And center field's going to make the grab in the warning track for out number 3. Carter center field with a long run. He's going to make the 3rd out of the inning, and we go to the top of the 9th inning. Still 2-2. You're listening to Blast Vision and a barn burner. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Blast Vision live here at Northeast Sports Park in San Antonio, Texas for Game 1 of our Best 3 series.
J Styles and Cuts on Castores for all your hair needs. Call them at 361-854-7246 to make an appointment today. J Styles and Cuts, proud supporters of South Texas baseball.
Chris Bernal with LB21 Tournaments and Perfect Game, hosting the best youth baseball tournaments in South Texas. Best youth baseball tournaments in South Texas. LB21, supporting youth baseball in the Coastal Bend area.
With the sun staying out later and the weather getting warmer, get out and grill. Staple Street Meat Market has the best selection of quality meats for your next barbecue. Known for their Angus beef fajitas, smoked sausages, and new authentic family recipe Ponle brand spices. Like us on Facebook and never miss our weekly specials. We're located at 7626 South Staple Street, number 111 in Kings Crossing. But coming soon, our new location at 7418 South Staple Street is set to open in early 2022. Staple Street Meat Market, proud supporters of South Texas athletics.
And welcome back to the Staple Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Top of the 9th inning, and what a baseball game we got in store for you guys. It's 3, 4, and 5. Acuna, Robbie, and Johnson. Jose Acuna with a RBI double his last time up. He's 1 for 3 in the ball game. First pitch to Acuna. Pitches way outside for ball 1. Rudis is still on the mound. He's at 96 pitches in this ball game, working very efficiently. 0-1 to Acuna, way outside again. Ball 2, 2-0. And there's some action in the bullpen of the Tigers. Here's the 2-0 to Acuna. Fastball catches the inner half for strike 1. 2-1 now the count. So 2 balls and a strike. 2-1 pitch. Acuna is going to foul it straight back. Count goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes now. So 2-2, the count to Jose Acuna. 2-2 pitch. Fastball's way outside. Ball 3, 3-2 now. Eagles love to get their leadoff guy on here in the top of the 9th inning. Here's the 3-2 pitch. And Acuna's going to hit one right back up the middle for a base hit. A leadoff single for Jose Acuna. So leadoff guy gets on for the Eagles. First hit since Jose Acuna's double. And we're going to have time on the field. We're probably going to get a pinch runner for Jose Acuna. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry, we're not going to get one. You cannot get another one. If they pinch run for Acuna, he cannot re-enter. First pitch is going to be high for ball 1. Acuna is going to have to dive back after the throw from the catcher. Done. It's not in time. Robbie showing bunt in this situation. So Jake Robbie trying to, with the sack bunt. So like I said, Acuna was already subbed out, and they sub him out once again. He would be completely out of the ball game, so he has to stay in. 1-0 the count. Here's the 1-0. Robbie looks at ball 2. 2-0 now the count. Coach Yeager's just kind of calming him down, and probably going to be a full take from Jake Robbie on this 2-0 pitch. Rudis has been a little inconsistent here in the top of the 9th. 2-0 pitch to 2-0, And Robbie swings and fouls it straight back. That was right down the middle, so Coach Yeager probably gave him a green light if he sees a pitch that he likes, and that was one right down the middle that Robbie would like to take back. But it is still 2-1 count. And now let's see if he decides to lay down a bunt. Robbie lays down some good bunts throughout the season, knows how to lay it down. 2 balls and a strike. 2-1 pitch. Robbie looks at ball 3 way outside. So a hitter's count to a great hitter. Dalen Peña is making his way towards the bullpen. 3 balls and a strike. Here's the 3-1 pitch, and that's ball 4. So runners at first and second for the Eagles here in the top of the 9th inning. And that might be the end of the line here for Rudis. Coach Payne is going to make his way to the mound. And let's see what Coach Payne decides to do. Didn't look at the bullpen yet. .105 pitches for Nico Rudis. That is the official pitch count. As the pitching coach for the Dripping Springs Tigers made his way in front of the mound, or excuse me, behind home plate, yelling at the press box, making sure if that was the official pitch count on the scoreboard. So it looks like Coach Payne might let Rico Rudis within the ball game. And you know what? They're probably going to say, win or loss, this is your game, kid. Rudis has pitched a really good ball game. So they're going to keep him in. He has 105 pitches in this ball game, so he has 5 pitches remaining. Tanner Johnson's 2 for 2 in the ball game, looking for a big knock. No outs in the top of the 9th inning for the Eagles. They're threatening. Here's the first pitch to Johnson. He's going to pop it up. D'Alessandro is under it, and he is going to make the first out of the inning. The runners are going to have to stay put. So next batter is going to be Jake Martinez. So now the Dripping Springs Tigers are a pitch away of getting out of the inning with a double play. Jake Martinez is 0 for 3, but he has barreled up the baseball each time. Eagles need a big hit here. First pitch to Jake. Fastball is going to miss away. Ball 1. 1-0 count. On deck is Nick Reyes. 1 ball and no strikes. Here's the 1-0. Jake looks at ball 2 outside. 2-0 the count. That was pitch number 108 for Rudis. Be pitch number 109 to Martinez. Here's a 2-0 pitch. And that's going to be hit up in the middle. And the center fielder is going to make the grab. Throw over to second base. And it is not in time to double him up. As Acuna was off the bag. But O'Bannon with the great grab in center field. Martinez once again barrels up the baseball. But right into the glove of an outfielder. And now it's going to be Nick Reyes. So now 2 outs in the inning. Again, the Eagles need a big hit. And Reyes is the one at the plate. First pitch to Reyes, that's outside for ball 1. So that was pitch number 109 to Martinez. So now that was pitch 110 to Reyes. And now officially this is the end of the line for Rudis no matter what. Here's the 1-0 to Reyes. Fastball catches the outside corner for strike 1. 1-1 the count. So 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 pitch. That's way outside. Ball 2. 2-1. Intense ball game. A lot of tension. Eagle faithful trying to root for their guys. They are, and looking for a big knock. 2-1 pitch, and Reyes fouls it straight back. 2-2 the count now. So Rudis has a 2 ball, 2 strike count with 2 outs, 2 men on for the Eagles. 2-2 pitch. That's in the turf, ball 3. And that's a great take from Nick Reyes. That pitch was in the zone for a long time, but breaks off the table into the turf. Full count. Now runners are going to have a head start to the bag. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Reyes is going to pop one up. Center fielder O'Bannon is going to go to his right and going to make the grab for out number 3. We go to the bottom of the 9th inning. The Eagles unable to bring in a run. Still 2-2. You're listening to Blast Vision Live here in San Antonio.
Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas athletics. Come by and see us at 4313 South Staples in Ottotown. We'd like to wish all of the local teams spotlighting student athletes, coaches, programs, and schools through insightful features, video, game stories, stats, fan polls, schedules, rosters, and so much more. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. 361hsblast.com. Come check us out.
And welcome back to the Staples Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Bottom of the 9th inning we go. And still 2-2, 5, 6, and 7. Bockelman, Miles, and Rudis due up for the Dripping Springs Tigers. So the Eagles got their first 2 guys on in that inning, unable to bring in a run. So here we go, as Bockelman is going to dig into the plate, and first pitch he looks at is a curveball into the turf, ball 1. Clinical Drippy hitting us up on the chat, asking where we can listen in from, or watch the ball game, that is. 1-0 pitch, grounded left side, but foul. 1-1 the count. And looks like someone picked me up there. Blast Vision. Thank you, either Jake or Cindy. Texan Live, you do have to pay for an subscription to watch this ball game. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Roll over, foul again. 1-2. Hit off the brick here at Northeast Sports Park, right in front of the dugout of the Dripping Springs Tigers. Definitely scuffed up that baseball. Tanner's ahead, 1-2 on the count to Bockelman. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss at the curveball. That's strike 3, and that's out number 1. One down. It's going to bring up Max Miles. Max Miles has been hitting the ball very well today. Has a double and a single in this ball game, all on the left side of the field. First pitch to Max Miles. He's going to pop it up left side. Dalen's giving chase, and he's going to run out of room and is going to get out of play. So it's a foul ball, 0-1. No balls and a strike. 0-1 on the count. Whew, an exciting ball game here at Northeast Sports Park. Here's the 0-1 pitch that's in the turf. 1-1 now the count. So a ball and a strike. Both teams not giving in. Battling. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 to Miles. And he looks at a curveball for strike 2. Tanner Johnson. That curveball's been working for him in relief from Xavier Bettis. A ball and 2 strikes to count. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and that's going to be hit into left field. Xavier's coming in, but he's not going to be able to make the grab. It falls right in front of him. And Max Miles with a 3-hit ball game. He has been swinging it very well today. So a 1-out single from Miles is going to bring up Nico Rudis. And we're going to have time on the field. We're going to have a courtesy runner, number 5. Luke Hudson. So Luke Hudson's going to be the courtesy runner for Miles. Pinch runner. It is going to be Nico Rudis. Eagles looking for a big double play, get out of the inning, and and go to the top of the 10th inning. One out here in the bottom of the 9th. Nico Rudis is at the plate. First pitch swinging, fouls it straight back. 0-1. Let's check in on that game. Jake has, and again, oh my gosh, the London Pirates take a 5-4 lead going to the top of the 7th inning. So the London Pirates 3 outs away of taking game 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Rudis. That just missed away. Ball 1. 1-1 the count. So the London Pirates 3 outs away, getting game 1 in the books. They need 3 outs. They are the home team. A ball and a strike to Nico Rudis. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Foul tip in the glove, strike 2. 1-2 the count. One ball and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fastball's up and away. 2-2. 2 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Tanner checks the runner, a couple peeks over at first. Here's the 2-2 to Rudis. He's going to roll it over foul into the dugout of the Eagles. And we'll do it again at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Still have another ball game following the conclusion of the Eagles and the Tigers. GP down 0-1 in the series. They're looking for a win to extend it to a game 3 tomorrow. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Rudis is going to look at ball 3. 3-2 now to Nico Rudis. Three balls and 2 strikes. Another couple peeks over to first. Here's the 3-2 to Rudis, and that pitch is going to be called a strike 3 on the inner half. Rudis takes the pitch. He thought it was a ball, but home plate umpire rings him up. Big strikeout for Tanner Johnson, second out of the bottom of the 9th. And now we go to the second baseman, number 1, Dylan Wolf. Dylan is 0 for 2. He walked, reached on a fielder's choice, and struck out looking. Let's see if the Tigers want to be aggressive on the base path here. Have 2 outs in the inning. Pinch runner. First pitch, and breaking ball is just a bit high for ball 1 as Wolf has to get out of the way. 1-0 is the count. Somebody coming in from the bullpen of the Tigers. I'll see if I can get a number for you and a name. Here's the 1-0 pitch, and that's high, ball 2. 2-0 the count. Nico Rudis, he is officially done. And I can't see the number. I think it's at 15. 2 balls and no strikes to Dylan Wolf. First pitch to Wolf, or to 2-0 pitch. Umpire wanted to call a strike, but last second decided, nope, too high. 3-0 now the count to Dylan Wolf. And now Tanner's going to have to come to Wolf on this 3-0 pitch. Here it is. That's down the middle for strike 1. 3-1 the count. 3 balls and a strike. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. So the runner from first will have a head start to the next bag with the 2 outs and a full count. Pitch coming up to Dylan Wolf. Three balls and 2 strikes. Tanner set. Here's the 3-2 pitch, and that is low and away, ball 4. So now the winning run is at second base for the Tigers. And it's going to be the 9-hole third baseman, number 2, Tyler Pools. Tyler is 0 for 2. Sack bunt struck out and popped up to the shortstop.
Third baseman, number 2, Tyler Pools.
So Tyler, the 9-hole, comes to the plate. And we're going to have time on the field as Guerrero's going to go out and talk to Tanner Johnson. They're talking amongst themselves, Guerrero and Johnson. So here we go as Tyler Pools coming in. First pitch to Tyler. Swing and a miss at a curveball. 0-1. No balls and a strike to Tyler Pools. Tyler was swinging away at the first pitch he saw. It didn't matter what it was. And a great breaking ball from Tanner Johnson. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and that's going to be hit down the line, but foul. Ooh. 0-2 now the count. That was just foul off the bat of Tyler Pools, and you see the on-deck circle guy, O'Bannon, flipped his bat in disbelief how close that was. 0-2, so Tanner is way ahead of Tyler Pools. He needs a big pitch here. Here's the 0-2 pitch, and that is going to hit Pools in the back. So a hit by a pitch to the 9-hole. That loads up the bases now to a dangerous O'Bannon hitter. Bases loaded, 2 outs, and Coach Yeager comes out. That's going to be the end for Tanner Johnson. Looks like Dalen Peña is going to be the new pitcher. So we're going to go to a quick commercial break. When we come back, we'll get you the bottom of the 9th and any other changes. You listen to Blast Vision live here in San Antonio, Texas.
Looking to expand your customer base? Hit a home run and advertise right here on Blast Vision. For more information, contact Jake Vasquez at 361-434-0705. That's 361-434-0705. Join us and show your support for South Texas Athletics.
J Styles and Cuts on Castores for all your hair needs. Call them at 361-854-7246 to make an appointment today. J Styles and Cuts, proud supporters of South Texas baseball.
Welcome back to the Stable Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Very intense. A lot of tension here at the ballpark. Bases are loaded with 2 outs, and Dalen Peña will be the new pitcher for the Eagles. Tanner Johnson's going to move over to third and just a straight switch. So Johnson's at third now. Dalen Peña, the new pitcher for the Eagles. 2-2's our score. Bases are loaded with 2 outs. Winning run is at third for the Tigers, and Dalen coming in a huge spot in this ball game. So let's see what Dalen Peña and the Eagles can do. And Cameron O'Brien is 2 for 4 in the ball game. A very dangerous hitter. So here we go. Dalen works from the stretch. First pitch, it's a breaking ball, and nope. Umpire calls that he stuck his arm out on the breaking ball, so it's a hit by a pitch, but nope, it's called a strike. Hit by a pitch, nope. He was hit by the pitch, but he leaned into it with his arm, and home plate umpire was all over it. So it is going to be called a strike. So 0-1 is the count. It was a hit by a pitch, but like I said, home plate umpire was all over that call. The dugout of the Dripping Springs Tigers exploded. The curveball was way too inside, so 0-1 the count. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And that ball's going to get away from the catcher, and that is the ball game on the wild pitch. Dripping Springs Tigers are going to win it on a wild pitch. 3-2 is the final. So both veterans and the Gregory Portland Wildcats drop game 1 in the regional semifinals. Unbelievable. So that's the ball game, folks. Wild pitch from Dalen Peña. So the ball game is over, 3-2. Dripping Springs with the win. And let's get you some final tallies before I get off the air, and I got to get ready for the next game. So the Veterans Memorial Eagles scoring 1 in the top of the first inning, scoring 1 in the 6th inning, scoring 2 runs on 5 hits. Dripping Springs scoring 2 in the bottom of the 4th, then scoring 1 in a wild pitch in the bottom of the 9th to walk it off and win it in the bottom of the 9th, scoring 3 on 7 hits, and there were no errors committed in this ball game. As the losing pitcher will be Tanner Johnson, and the winning pitcher will be D'Alessandro. So the Dripping Springs Tigers take a 1-0 series lead over the Veterans Memorial Eagles. And that's going to wrap things up for us right here on Blast Vision for Game 1 of the Eagles and the Tigers. And we're going to have Game 2 of the Gregory Portland Wildcats and the Leander Rouse Raiders. In here, the game's supposed to start at 7:30. Not too sure if it's going to be a 7:30 start time, but it should be around 7:30. And that's going to wrap things up. We'll see you in about 30 minutes to an hour. Signing out, Rudy Trevino. And we'll see you in an hour.